Hi everybody, thank you for checking out my review for this Maxesla Smart Android TV box. This is the 4K version. I don't have a 4K TV, I have an HD TV, so I can't speak to the 4K, but I definitely can speak to the HD and tell you this little box is amazing. I am super thrilled with this thing. I purchased one years and years ago, and it was super unimpressive. It actually didn't run very well. The streaming was terrible, it buffered, and when it didn't buffer, it was really choppy, even through something like Netflix. The other problem that I had with the old box is that it wouldn't read any of my hard drives. I actually ripped all of my DVDs to hard drives, so I have a couple of 5 terabyte hard drives, and it wouldn't read any of them. So I ended up sending it back, and for the last couple of years I've been using this little beauty. This is a computer, so I didn't want to put it inside the entertainment center because it would burn out. So it's just been sitting on top of my entertainment center for years, and it's bulky and ugly, and it's on its way out. So I decided to pick this up, and I couldn't be happier. I want to point out the size difference. You can see it's a little bit of a difference there. So having this little guy sitting out versus this computer has been really nice. Get that out of the way here. And the awesome thing is that this box will do everything that that computer does. Everything that I need it to do, this will run, which is cool. The other thing that I love about it, it only comes with one USB port. That's not what I love about it, but it doesn't matter to me because I actually use this hub, 7-port hub. These are not very expensive at all. You can plug it right into the back, into the USB port there, and it will read all of them. It manages all of these. I had like 3 hard drives. I had this little dongle for the it's for a keyboard, and so that was in there, and a flash drive. It managed everything beautifully. Everything ran awesome. So don't let the fact that it only has one USB port scare you away, because the fact of the matter is, even if I had 2 or 3, that still wasn't going to be enough for what I needed to run. So that being said, I just want to show you the back. Take the USB port out. The unboxing, I'm not going to really go through it because it's pretty simple. It's the HDMI cable, the power cable, and the box itself, and that's pretty much it. So power cable goes in there, HDMI goes in there. It's got a port to hardwire into your internet if you want to run it a little faster, because Wi-Fi is always slower than wired. But I haven't had any issues running the Wi-Fi for streaming, so I'm going to keep it untethered. So what I want to do now is I'm going to actually take it over to the TV. I'm going to connect it in, and I'm going to run you through some of the tricks of getting this thing going. It's very simple to run, but because it's rooted, I found that Netflix didn't work on it, and that's because Netflix automatically blocks any device that's rooted. I don't know why, but that's what they do. So we have to jump through a hoop, but you can get your Netflix app on this, and I'll show you that here in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and get it connected, and I'll be right back. Everybody, welcome back. So now we are over here at the TV. Excuse the glare. I got some sun coming in the back. All you have to do, this is the Maxesla booting screen, so it's loading right now. All you have to do, literally couldn't be easier. HDMI cable from the box to your TV and plug in the power cord, and that's it. It automatically boots up and it starts itself. The first time that it boots, it's going to run through the startup wizard, just like with any phone. All you do is enter your email. Whoa, let's see. There it goes. Phone's having a hard time focusing. It's going to ask for your Google email so that you can set everything up that you need to. And that's reading my hard drive. So let me get out of that because the hard drive just booted. So it'll run you through the setup wizard. I'm not going to do that because it's super simple to do. It just goes step by step. Once you get there, this is going to be your main startup screen here. This will be your home page. Down here at the bottom, you can actually customize whatever quick links that you want. You have your remote here. All you do is go to the plus and you can add it. Whichever order you add these in, that's the order that it will appear down here. I find that this little guy, it was like $5 or $6. It was super cheap. I like it better than this remote. This is a really good quality remote that it comes with. You can feel that like the buttons aren't cheap. They're not going to break. But it's just easier to use this piece of garbage. So anyway, so I have the cursor here. I want to show you real fast. We can run you through. This is Pandora. You're going to have to excuse my internet. It's pretty terrible. But Pandora runs really nice. You can install any app from the App Store except for Netflix, but I'm going to show you how that works. So let's see if my Pandora buffers here. All right, so there it goes. You can see that that works great. All right, back home. So what I want to do, I guess I can show you the settings real fast in case any of you guys have questions with that. It's pretty much basic settings for any Android device. You can pair, you can add a Bluetooth, you can add your email there. Go over here to more settings, and you have any settings that you want to adjust. The good thing is that I like about this is that it is rooted, so it will do whatever you want it to do, especially reading the 5 terabyte hard drive. So what I'm going to do, I want to just prove to you that I'm not lying. I just turned my USB hard drive on, so in about 20 seconds here it's going to boot up, and you'll be able to see the hard drive. While that's booting, I want to show you the way that you can install Netflix. You can see Netflix is working down here. Actually, here, let me just boot into that so you can see that it's working. So we're gonna just start on Arrested Development because that's what I was watching. And if you notice there, the quality is horrendous, and that's not the box's fault. That's my internet. I'm going to keep talking here for a second. I'm just going to drop the volume down because I want to show you that it actually does get better as my internet buffers and actually catches up with it. But I love how the box handles the poor internet. And it handles it by allowing it. You can see it's still running super smooth. The quality is not great, but the box is still buffering, or still running this without chops, which I think is good. You can pause it and have it buffer for a while. I'm just going to let it sit here for about another, I don't know, 10 or 15 seconds. This is about what it normally takes to buffer into good quality. You can see it's slowly improving, getting better. I want you guys to be able to see the full quality of this. There it goes. So now we're back up to HD quality minus my terrible glare, but you can see the quality is awesome. So the box handles that wonderfully. My computer that I showed you actually had a really terrible time trying to buffer Netflix. So the way that you connect it, or that you can load Netflix, is that you actually have to get a hold of the APK. And it's not hard to do. I'll tack on in a little bit here at the end of the video to show you, because I'm assuming that most of you who buy this box want to run Netflix. You can get other boxes that aren't rooted, and Netflix will let you download directly from the Play Store. I wanted the box that was rooted because I wanted to make sure that it could handle my hard drives, because sometimes when it's not rooted, it won't handle the high capacity hard drives. That being said, this is the way that you get it. Once you get the APK, you're going to put it onto just a normal USB flash drive. Then you're going to come here to the file browser. So this is actually my device list. So this is my 5 terabyte hard drive. So you can see it reads it just perfectly, and it has I ripped my movies as ISO files because I wanted to have the menus. But anyway, so you can see that it runs through that just wonderfully. All right. So I just wanted to prove that it actually is reading. I talk a lot about it reading the higher capacity hard drives because that's really amazing to me that it does that, but I wanted to prove it. So this is the flash drive here. So once you have the APK, you're going to load it onto the flash drive. You're going to come down here. It's going to look something like this. Down at the bottom, you see Netflix. You're going to click on Netflix. It's going to ask you, do you want to install it? You're going to click right down, see right down here at the bottom. You're just going to click install. I don't know how it's going to handle it, honestly, because I already had it installed. So I'm hoping it comes up with an error. I didn't mean to click yes to install. So it might install over the top of the Netflix that I already had. So that's all you're going to do. And then it'll get it installed. So I'm going to pause because I think it's going to have an issue installing over the top of an app that's already installed. So I'm just going to not make you sit here and watch it install. And I'll be back with you in about 10 seconds. Oh, right, never mind, there goes. All right, so now it says that app's installed. So there you go. That's how you sideload the Netflix app. The other thing is, I want to mention, if you do want to run Kodi, this is the one that worked for me. So this, I think, is the 32-bit. I downloaded it originally from the Play Store. and it ran just fine, but it would not let me change the skin. So I decided to try running it, side loading it, and that seemed to work. So you just go to the Kodi website and you can download this 32-bit for Android. If you aren't sure which one it is, it's fine. You can see I downloaded the other ones too. I had the 86 and the 64-bit. I downloaded the other ones too, and it just won't install them. So don't worry about installing the wrong one, because you can't. It won't let you. And that is that. So now we're back to this screen. So like I said, I'm very, very pleased with this little TV box. It runs beautifully. It runs every app that I need it to. It buffers. The way that it handles buffering is awesome. You saw with Netflix. It didn't buffer a single time, even though my internet is terrible. It gave me terrible quality for about a minute or so, but that's totally acceptable. I'm rather do that than have it just stop completely. And it will run anything that you need it to. It will handle any of the USB ports or any of the USB devices that you plug into it. So I give this one a solid 5 stars. I genuinely couldn't be happier with this little Android box. So now what I'm going to do, my review is done, but just for the purposes of being complete, I'm going to go to a screenshot of my phone. I'm going to show you how to make a backup copy of Netflix so that you can save the APK and then load it onto the USB so that you can sideload it here. The whole process took me less than 5 minutes. Super, super easy and 100% worth it to be able to have a box that's rooted so that you can do whatever you need to do with it. So I'm going to run you through that now. If you don't care about installing the Netflix app, we can part ways now. But just know that you're going to be very, very pleased with the quality of this Android box, the video quality as well as the functionality of it. So again, 5 stars. Buy this thing. I'll be back with you. Okay, everybody. So if you don't have the Google plugin, the Chrome plugin to download from the App Store, you can download the APKs from the App Store. That's a free plugin. This is the way that you can do it if you have an Android phone. This Appware Rabbit, this is what it looks like, and this is the program that you want to get. It's a free app, and it'll let you make backup copies. So all you're going to do is you're going to open it up. You're going to find Netflix. You can actually do a search here. We'll make it easy. Do a search up top for Netflix. You're going to click right here where it says backup. You're going to back up the APK. And it's going to say successfully saved. So now what you're going to do is you're just going to go to My Files. You're going to go to I can't remember actually where I have this stored. I think if it's not on device storage, it's on the SD card. But anyway, you're going to look for this file here, Appware Rabbit. You're going to go to Backup. There it is. Okay, so I did have it here. And then you're going to go to the Netflix. You're going to click here in the Rev, and here's the APK. So this one you can either email, you can send through Bluetooth, or you can plug your phone into your computer, and you just transfer this APK onto a flash drive. If you have the adapter in an Android phone, you can actually plug your flash drive right into your Android phone, which is what I did, and transfer this to the flash drive. Once it's in the flash drive, you plug it into the USB port on the Android box that I showed you, and then you run through the file browser exactly how I showed you. Like I said, the whole thing took a grand total of, I don't know, less than 5 minutes to install it. And for that extra 5 minutes, you get a rooted device that will let you do basically anything that you want to do with it. So super simple to do. You can do that with any. And Netflix is actually the only. I think it's the only app that I've had an issue with trying to download. I think they're the only ones that care about it being rooted. And there's only like 4 or 5 devices that are actually Netflix approved. Like there's the Amazon, the Fire Stick is approved, and then there's, I don't know, 3 or 4 other ones. So anyway, if you buy any of these Android boxes, any of these Android boxes, none of them are going to let you run Netflix. So that's how you sideload Netflix onto your Android box. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a message. I don't really, it doesn't notify me when people send a message, so I don't know. I don't know. I'll try to answer if I do get it. Or you can find this. I'm going to post the same review onto YouTube so that you can see the quality of the box in full HD. and leave a comment on that. It's a little easier for me to find it. So anyway, I hope you liked the review. If you found it helpful, go ahead and click the yes button down below. Feel free to drop me a line if you have any questions, and enjoy your new Android box.